Angry guy here, and foreign women are shaming modern women hard. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already have it, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Foreign women are shaming modern women hard. So I haven't done a video on Soraya recently, but I saw this pop up in my feed and I was like, wow, she is not messing around. So she posted this and it was titled, "When Turkey Meets America, I met him in 2001. I knew I wanted him, so competition was on. And all women in his environment looked at me sideways for treating my baby like a king. But I won, and they're still single." And here's a picture of Soraya and her passport king in, together. And it's intriguing. I find it very, very interesting because a lot of these women are now, they're older. They don't have a man. They have lots of debt. They have, a lot of trauma from relationships they've had in the past. They're set in their ways. They can't have children anymore. And men are beginning to wisen up. A lot of men are deciding they don't even want to have a relationship at all anymore. And these women are so arrogant. They are so prideful. They are so stuck with their ego. They are so drawn to their emotions that they will never admit that they were wrong and try to salvage any chance that they possibly still have at having something normal because they will not compromise. You have a lot of women who are now 40 years old and they are making it clear that they will not compromise at all. And it's just startling. It is just startling because these women are lucky if a 60-year-old man looks their way and is willing to date them. Because what people don't seem to understand is that 60 years old in the 1980s and 60 years old in 2024 is very, very different. A man who is 60 years old in 2024, who has taken care of himself, who has worked on himself, who has invested, this is a person who is in the prime of his life. He's not going anywhere. He is the prize. A lot of women, especially women overseas, want men with masculine energy. They want men who provide them with safety, men who provide them with guidance and share their wisdom. And a lot of these 40-year-old women do not seem to understand that they are lucky. They should count their lucky stars if a 60-year-old man will glance in their direction, and yet they are so arrogant and set in their ways that they believe they will get whatever they want. And they still think that they're going to command some really tall guy, so 6'3", handsome, millionaire, is going to be her best friend, her mama, her soy boy, her simp, her provider and protector. And it's like, what the heck are you really thinking, miss? What are you thinking? You think that you're going to attract a high-value man from a Build-A-Bear workshop, so you're going to have him just however you like him. I remember this woman that I used to do business with. She used to work for me. And she messaged me because I used to pay her so well that, I was gone for a couple of years. I was ill, very ill for a couple of years. But I paid her so well that she reached out to me basically saying that, she needed money because she was getting robbed left and right. And if I could help her. And I told her I didn't have any money at that point. I said, I've been ill for years. I don't have any money right now. I can't help you. This was more than a year ago. This is well more than a year ago. And she said that she was determined to like get money from me. And I said, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. You don't really have anything to offer me. And if I was to get into it, if there was gonna be something between me and you, it would be, you would basically be working for me, and you'd be, there'd be physical intimacy. And she started kicking up a storm and saying that, oh no, she wants a guy that's like this tall and this and all this other crap. Keep in mind, I'm almost 6 feet. I'm almost 6 feet tall. If I say I'm 6 feet, no one's gonna question it. I'm 5'11", but once you're 5'11", everyone who's 5'11" just says they're 6 feet. And the thing is that I look at her in her arrogance. She was over in Africa and in Nigeria. I had hired her years ago. She had been working for me for a long time. I don't know, this is like 5 years. And she started saying nonsense like about how she was gonna get a man who was 6'3", and he's gonna have to be black, and he's gonna have to be muscular, like real muscular. Like I mean like taking the juice muscular, and he's gonna be rich and all of these other things. And I said to her, bro, you're like pushing 30 right now. You're a heavy set woman who is pushing 30 right now. What do you have to offer a man? And she goes, I'm like punctual and motivated and charismatic. And like she started talking about things that you would find on a resume. And I'm like, dude, nobody's gonna pick you up. And I said that, like just based on the things you're looking for in a man, if we put that into like a calculator, statistics calculator, the guy you're looking for is like in the top 1% of men. And she goes, those are good odds. And she laughs and sends laughing emojis. And I know she was really crying. And she never spoke to me ever again. She would never speak to me ever again. She would never respond to me ever again. Because I put her in her place. I told her who she really was. I basically knocked her out of her delusion. And this is a woman who was sleeping in a church at one point because she got chased out of the place she was living at. She got robbed. I know she actually got robbed because I knew one of her friends, and there was a point where I couldn't reach her, and she got robbed in Africa. All of the money that I paid her, at one point, it was that she had put it in the bank, and some dudes went up to her while she was at the ATM and made her withdraw every penny of it. And it's just insane. And despite everything she had gone through and all of her suffering, she was determined that she was going to get whatever she liked. And I was always good to her, but I got pissed off when she started going on with this nonsense. I just told her who she was. I just straight up told her who she was. And after that, she would never speak to me again. And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I find it hilarious. I really do. And a lot of American women, they're going to be in that position. But a lot of dudes are not even going to speak to them. There are going to be some dudes who'll tell them off, like, listen, sis, you don't have anything I want. You have nothing I want. But a lot of dudes are not going to speak to them because in Western society, men don't speak to women anymore. They don't even speak to them anymore. They don't approach them. They don't tell them the truth because they don't want to get me too'd. They don't want to have any problems. So they don't even speak to these women anymore. They don't tell them the truth anymore. And these women don't realize the position that they're in. That there's a world of women out there that are now waiting to compete for the men that they said they did not want. And like I said, we're living in an age of, men are villains and women are victims. But this is a situation where, the boy who cried wolf, except it's the girl who cried victim. And things around us are not going well. And there will come a point where they really will be in a situation where they're going to need men to help them. And more than likely, the tyranny they'll be facing will be coming from the government, and because they're sugar daddy, and they're gonna cry for help, and no one's going to help them. No men are not going to come to their rescue, and they're going to try to shame men while thinking that by shaming men, that's going to help get them to rescue them from the government. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Like it's such, and it's like at that point, dudes are gonna say like, ah, nah, they can have y'all. Like these women never learned how to actually get a man, how to truly attract a man outside of putting on a skimpy outfit, because they've never learned how to compete for men. Because foreign women will compete for men, and they don't understand this concept. In Western society, they don't understand the concept of a woman competing for a man, which is why they cannot compare to foreign women. They can't speak proper. Many of these women can't speak proper English. They cannot speak proper English. This is not just an issue with the black community and Ebonics. A lot of white girls can't speak proper English. Okay? A lot of white girls can't speak proper English. It sounds like they're speaking okay, and then but then when they start to really speak, it's like you realize that there's like they really can't use more complex words. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Foreign women are shaming modern women hard. What do you guys think regarding this? I want to know your thoughts in the comments, so let's talk about them there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and walking away. And cheers.